higher elevation locations coming up.
Also coming up today on KREM2 News at noon, the jury trial was set to begin today in the Oso landslide lawsuit, but the two sides have reached a settlement. Find out how much it'll cost the state coming up. Plus, a Spokane man aims to make life a little easier for those living with physical disabilities. We explore his new mobile therapy truck next.
KREM2 News at noon starts now.
Thanks for being with us today. I'm Jen York. Laura Papetti has the week off. While the weather should dry out slightly as we head into this afternoon. Brianna Berman-Solo is joining us now, though. It was a bit of a wacky morning.
It was a wacky morning. We had all of the rain last night as we were trying to sleep or headed to work early this morning. A very slick Monday morning commute. Now look at what our mountains are dealing with. Many of our local ski resorts tweeting out pictures like crazy. We loved it. Mount Spokane, you see that cat there? Someone wrote snow with their finger. On the left side of your screen, this is Canada. Someone got a huge amount of snow. Looks like about 2 or 3 inches on their back deck. Down in the right-hand corner, Schweitzer at the village there. Oh, and it is just beautiful across the region. Top right corner, that was Glacier National Park. Now as we look at a current picture from Lookout Pass, I-90, looks like the rain has stopped, but we have fog there. Low clouds settled in. Satellite and radar is much quieter than this morning. We had very heavy rainfall. Totals anywhere from ½ an inch to more than an inch over the past 72 hours. And rain showers will be back in the forecast later this week. We do continue to dry out today, though. 50s for our afternoon highs. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow. Frost is the next big concern. I'll have your extended forecast coming up. Jen?
Brianna, thank you. Today is the first ever Indigenous Peoples Day in Spokane. The City Council approved the name change earlier this year to honor Native Americans. For years, the Nez Perce tribe insisted that Columbus Day not be honored because they said he actively enslaved Native Americans. A celebration is set for 2 this afternoon at City Hall, then it will move to Canada Island. It will include traditional Native American performances and comments from local leaders. Later today, the Spokane City Council is expected to confirm Craig Meidel as the new Spokane Police Chief. He was appointed in September by Mayor David Condon after being interviewed by the public. It was the second time Meidel was appointed. The first, City Council refused to confirm him because he had not gone through the interview process like the other chief candidates. A proposed $50 million settlement has been reached in the Oso landslide lawsuit. The state has agreed to settle with the families of the 43 people who died in March 2014 in that landslide. The jury trial was set to start today and was expected to last months. The plaintiffs believe the state's actions contributed to the landslide risk. The state is expected to pay the first $10 million of the settlement, with insurers paying the other $40 million. While one local man is on a mission to help people living with physical disabilities by offering mobile therapy. KREM2's Caitlin Lukitas tells us how he's helping.
I'm standing right here in his trailer. Now, he's had this for only about 2 weeks, but take a look here at all of the stuff that he has to offer. Now, this is just some of the things going on right now. We have some live action tabletop role play games here, and of course some of these tons of musical instruments, all of which Hawk Robinson here knows how to play. He's also mastered all of this as well. But so this is not just fun, it's also very therapeutic for a lot of folks. Can you tell us, what was your inspiration behind starting this and how does it help people?
One of my businesses before retiring from computer science was a computer training school. And I started getting these high schoolers with ADHD struggling and came up with using games to help them focus and learn the activities they needed and keep them stimulated. Later, I learned about recreational therapy, training that, and in the books it keeps saying we need more cooperative activities. Everything's too competitive, and well, role-playing gaming, which I've been doing since '79, is inherently a social cooperative activity, and it has all sorts of benefits for developing social skills, cognitive skills, problem solving, communication skills, etc. So for autism spectrum, it's great. For brain injury recovery, it works very well. Also for transition from inpatient to outpatient drug rehab, it helps them have a different peer group than maybe their drug or gang culture. Give them a gaming group to go hang out with each week. So lots and lots of different populations it can help, and a lot of benefits in a lot of areas.
Now, actually, you don't serve too many folks right now. And the benefit about this being mobile is that he can actually go to the folks that he's trying to help. But right now, you're kind of limited because you've paid for all of this out of pocket.
Yeah.
So can you kind of talk about that for a second?
When I was at St. Luke's Rehab in the brain injury and spinal cord injury department volunteering, I suggested if I bring a trailer, they'll take wheelchairs, do we bring them in, would that work? And they're like, yeah, bring that parking lot, we can do activities. So that's on the near horizon, hopefully, with that. And that's what triggered it, the idea of the wheelchair-friendly trailer was at St. Luke's. But now I can go to rural areas where they don't have any services and help provide these therapeutic recreation and music therapy services, especially with role-playing gaming.
Hawk did this all out of his own pocket, so he is limited right now as to how many people he can go travel to and serve. But he does have information on his website, including a link to his GoFundMe page if you're interested in helping him out, so he could help others out. We'll have a link to all of that on our website at KREM.com. Here in Spokane, Caitlin Lukitas, KREM2 News.
Right, Caitlin, thank you so much. Meanwhile, 2 Western Washington children will have amazing costumes this Halloween. The Magic Wheelchair Seattle team unveiled costumes for 2 children who use wheelchairs.
And so when we make these costumes, they become the center of attention. And the kids, the other children really rally around them, and they're really interested in these costumes, and then they have a lot of fun with it.
The best part, of course, watching this video, the smiles that it gives these kids. Volunteers spent hours building the costumes. The Magic Wheelchair Group plans to build 25 total costumes for children this year. Still to come on KREM2 News at noon, the second presidential debate is in the books, and our team is hard at work fact-checking statements by both candidates. We explore that next. Plus, a beachgoer made a startling discovery following Hurricane Matthew. We'll tell you about that up ahead.
At Papa Murphy's, love means using only blocks of 100% whole milk mozzarella. Because just like real love, real cheese is better. Share the love with a large one-topping pizza.